feelings about her. But
hi guys, Fozzie here, and welcome to another edition of Fozzie at Home. I don't often go over movies that are bad I hate, and I certainly don't defend them. However, there's a movie that has a bad ending, I think, that compared to other bad endings, I actually think I can learn something from it. Something like that a lot of directors really don't put in movies. And I think people should learn about that movie. That movie is AI. Now, as always, this will be a spoiler, and I will do some more spoilers in here to some movies. So honestly, none of the movies really are worth seeing, but if you don't want to take my word, just skip this video and I'll be back next week. So, first, for those of you who haven't seen AI, I guess I gotta go about what it's about. This boy named David, who is like sort of like an artificial creature, like an artificial being, gets adopted by this woman named Monica and her husband Joel, right? Well, and they have another son named Martin, right? He really ends up caring for that family, and they care for him. But then they realize with somebody with super intelligence who's not real can't be their son and leave him out in the woods. Well, as this movie goes on, we come to find out that he just wants to be human and get back to his mom. Okay, now for the ending. Okay, so this guy named Joel, who's like a really nice guy, plans to take David back to try to show him the power of becoming real. And on the way, there's another woman who becomes a creature like him, who's going to adopt him but doesn't make it, right? So then he tries to get him reunited with in a way so he can become real, right? And then this is where the ending really gets complicated, right? New York City and all mankind has suffered from the apocalypse depression, and he goes to a statue at Coney Island underwater, and then he keeps trying to talk to this blue fairy, and 1,000 years go by. Yeah, that really happens. And all of a sudden,
all the time.
he realizes
We would see each other.
he finally gets a chance to go back, and he gets a piece of hair that he cuts back to clone his mom, and he finally comes back to two reunited last people on Earth, and it's a pretty touching ending, I think, despite that it ends with her died and him no longer being able to respond. But the way I look at it now, here's why I defend this ending. Now, this ending is pure shit. But, you know what? At the same time, I like it. It shows that David the whole time had a dream, and, he was willing to do anything for it. For him, 1,000 years just to spend a day with, the one you call your mom is good, and I think it's a really good story, and it's a touching love story, and I was for it in a movie that captures something truthful rather than a movie that never says anything. I was for this ending to a crappy ending like Powder, where he basically gives up because he's not accepted, or a candy-ass cliche ending like Premonition, where she finally is able to stop her husband from dying. He still has to become pregnant. A quick break from talking about Premonition. If anyone from Premonition is watching, I got some news for you. She's getting an abortion, and you know what? She's rightfully to do it. You killed off her father. That is a jackass thing to do. everybody who acts in something, whether it's garbage or a masterpiece, does it to act, right? And like, when we do it, maybe we should learn not to be upset about a movie. Except for Welcome to the Dollhouse. That's a movie that should be, every copy should be born. Every other movie, I think we should understand, just like, say, okay, we'll never watch this garbage again, but at the same time, just try to focus on, like, what good movies this comes to. And I like to do it. So, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little double video. Arrivederci.